Well, hey there. Have you noticed something happening on the streets, in your salon chair, or maybe even your own mirror? The blondes are going darker. Nope, it's not a phase and it's not your imagination. Welcome to the era of Recession Blonde, a trend that's less about bright platinum tones and more about practical, polished choices in uncertain times. Let's face it, blonde isn't just a color. It's a commitment, and with inflation rising, recession whispers getting louder, and budgets feeling tighter than ever, the cost of staying bright and icy just doesn't fit the lifestyle for many anymore. From 200 to 600 per session every 6 to 8 weeks, the upkeep adds up fast, and not everyone wants to keep swiping that card for high maintenance beauty. But here's the dilemma. How do you scale back without sacrificing style? How do you keep that fresh, fashionable edge without the stress of monthly salon visits or fear of root regrowth? Enter the Recession Blonde, a smart, intentional shift in hair color that leans into lower maintenance luxury. It's about embracing your natural base, softening your highlights, and letting go of the need for perfection. Think of it as beauty that works with your lifestyle, not against it. And it's not just for blondes. Brunettes are hopping on the trend too. Recession Brunette is all about skipping the lightened ends and choosing deeper, richer tones that grow out beautifully and require far less upkeep. A little gloss here, a well-placed low light there, and suddenly you've got a color that looks fabulous without breaking the bank. What we're really seeing is a bigger movement toward mindful, low-maintenance beauty. People are stretching appointments, choosing healthier coloring techniques, and prioritizing hair health over high drama. If you're thinking about embracing Recession Blonde or Recession Brunette, here are a few smart tips to get started. Stretch your appointments by blending your roots or adding some lowlights. Or try a gloss to refresh your tone without the full process of coloring. You can also ask for a lived-in blonde with depth and warmth that grows out with ease. Or hey, just embrace your natural color and wear it with pride, because let's be real, intentional, effortless beauty, that's always in style. Okay, now I'm going to answer your top 7 questions about Recession Blonde. So what exactly is Recession Blonde? Well, it's a hair color trend driven by the desire for lower maintenance and more budget-friendly beauty. It focuses on softer, lived-in blonde shades that blend well with your natural roots, meaning fewer touch-ups and longer stretches between salon visits, saving you time and money. We all love that. Another question is this just a trend for blondes, or can brunettes do it too? That is a great question, and I know we just talked about this. Brunettes are absolutely in on this trend. It's often called Recession Brunette, and it involves deepening your natural color, skipping your frequent lightening, and embracing the rich tones that require less upkeep. It's all about subtle, intentional shifts for both color families. With brunettes, you're probably going to put your highlights further apart just to give dimension in the hair, and then you would go in maybe every time you get your hair cut just for a toner instead of a touch-up, until if you have long hair, it would just grow out, and maybe every 6 months you would get a touch-up on your highlights. Another question, does Recession Blonde mean going darker permanently? Not necessarily. It's more about working with your natural color instead of fighting it. You don't have to commit to a full-on brunette look. Think warmer tones, root smudging, low lights, or a gloss to soften the grow outline. It's about flexibility, not permanence. What we're talking about here is that you don't get that demarcation line, that grow out line, that skunk line, if you will. You want a more subtle grow out, so you're not married to your appointments going into the salon. Another question that I often hear, will going darker make my hair look dull or flat? Not at all. In fact, many Recession Blonde looks have more dimension than bright blondes. Stylists are using techniques like lowlights, root shadowing, and glosses to create richness, shine, and contrast. The result is often healthier looking hair and more dimensional hair. Beautiful, believable.
We all love that. Here's another question. Can I still get highlights if I want a low maintenance look? Yes, absolutely, but it's about how you get them. Balayage, teasy lights, or foilage are great techniques for a blended look that grows out beautifully. Ask your stylist for a placement that gives you longevity between visits. Less foiling, more freedom. Or another way to look at it is the further away it is from your scalp, the more grow out time you'll have. Because if you place the foils right next to the scalp, you will get that grow out line. Now, some people still like that, but this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about low maintenance. Another question, will my hair be healthier if I go Recession Blonde? In a lot of cases, the answer is yes. Reducing the frequency of lightening and bleach exposure gives your hair time to recover, it rebuilds the strength, and it retains the moisture. Plus, with fewer chemical services, you're also cutting down on potential damage. Final question, how do I talk to my stylist about transitioning to Recession Blonde? This is the best question out there. You have to be really open about your goals, both your budget and the look you're going for. Say you're looking for a color that grows out well and doesn't require frequent touch-ups. A great stylist can guide you toward techniques like root smudging, lowlights, or glossing to help you make a seamless, stylish shift. I hope these answered your questions. If you have any other questions, please text me. All the links are in my show notes, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Look, if today's episode gave you some inspiration to rethink your own color or encourage you to love your low maintenance look, I've got a little gift for you. Click the link in the show notes to grab your free downloadable cheat sheet on hair color tips. And as always, remember, when you know better, you do better.